service is apparently actually officially down today, so I'll just be monitoring the chat on Twitch and YouTube manually. Sorry for the... it's only 2 minutes late. That's on time for San Francisco. That's pretty good. I hope you've got some coffee. I've got my morning coffee to get me through. It's got my Melody, Pom Pom, Hello Kitty, Kuropi, and Little Twin Stars all in Christmas wear. But we're gonna do Spark today, and I hope it goes well. Just put that into the little header that we have, and I'm also going to grab the live streaming intro outro deck and do that as an intro. So, Holden and Boo's super fun live streams. Yesterday we did an Airflow PR review. Today we're doing Spark PR review. If you have questions, please definitely go ahead and ask them. I'll keep an eye on YouTube and Twitch, like I said. Their restream's having difficulty, but I can just manually monitor that. So please go ahead, ask questions, or if you have comments. If you like this, definitely please subscribe and click the bell. I'm Holden. My preferred pronouns are she or her. I'm a developer advocate at Google. I work on open source big data stuff there. I'm on the Spark PMC, but I also contribute to a lot of other projects as well. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's just my name. If you had feedback on any of my talks or these code reviews, I have this feedback link, and I'd love your feedback on how they could get better. In addition to who I am professionally, I'm trans, queer, Canadian, in America on a work visa, and part of the leather community. This isn't directly related to big data, but I think it's important for us to try and build diverse communities, and one of the things that we have to do that is actually talk about where we're all from, and then if we realize that we're all from very similar backgrounds, we can try and build more diverse communities. Or if we realize we're all from different backgrounds, we can celebrate those differences together. Anyways, with that, let's jump in and look at some code. I love this PR dashboard that Josh Rosen maintains. It's really nice. It gives me a really convenient view. Has sort of the GitHub interface when you've commented on or involved with as many PRs as I am. It just really falls apart. And so this gives me a pretty nice, easy view to work with. I'm going to check that the audio is working really quickly. Yeah, it looks like it's working. Cool. So this is a little slow this morning. Okay, cool. So these are my own PRs. I'll follow up with them another time. These are the PRs that I've commented on, and they're sorted by how recently they've been updated. This is certainly interesting. These have all been updated in the past 24 hours, so that's actually pretty great. Normally, things take a little longer to get updated. Okay, so those are 4 PRs that we've looked at previously. And honestly, we could go and find new PRs to review, but I think for me, it's more important to follow up on the PRs, which I've already started reviewing. Of course, it's more fun to look at new things sometimes, but this is how we get them all the way over to the finish line. So where was this left off? Okay, this one... Yeah. Yeah. I really think it would be good. One of of the people who's been working on the Docker images to take a look. So sometimes the main thing that you provide in a review is just finding the right people. So what I'm going to do here is Docker file. Who's this by? Cool. I want to go find the people who have been working on the root Docker file, and that could be Marcelo, which is good. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna do. So that's Rob, Marcelo, Alon, Marcelo, Alon. Okay. Well, it looks like Marcelo's already on it. Yeah. I'll just swapping is a non-trivial change. And if it's what we want to do, Spark 3 would probably be the right time to do that. But I'm not super sure. But I know some folks have strong opinions about making lightweight base images, which Ubuntu might make more challenging. All right, cool. Let's go over here. Add missing catalog methods to the Python API. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Okay, cool. So the agreement is here. We talked about this. Oh, hey, Yasik. I really love getlog-p. It's super convenient for when I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So this one is, we've been talking about it, and it's like, hey, so this PR is add some missing catalog methods to the Python API. When we dug into the API, none of the things in this API had any doc tests. And that's a little unfortunate. Like, they are tested, but there's something which would have made sense to have doc tests for. And so it was suggested that the doc test be added, and I was just like, hey, we should totally add the doc tests for the thing that we're adding in this PR, but backfilling all of the old doc tests for this file, we can maybe do later. Okay, cool. So I think this PR is in good hands, and we'll wait for the author to respond to these review comments. And so we'll just go ahead and move on from that. This one, there's a discussion on the mailing list, and that's going to take a little while. I don't think we're going to get through it today. This is a fair amount more involved. This is the PR that we looked at on Monday. It's triggering GC on idle executors. Yeah. So I think this one's fine, and it essentially has to go back to the drawing board and get reworked a little bit, but I'm confident it'll get there. This one is one that we looked at previously. I don't know why Jenkins didn't test it. That's not great. Okay. This looks okay. Jenkins, retest this, please. Sometimes GitHub was having a little bit of a difficult day earlier this week, so I could have seen it might just not have gotten the update. So previously there was some logic which was manually checking the types. Pointed out there's a check numeric type function which is now being used. And yeah, this actually looks good to me. I wish Jenkins had run. Damn it. Oh. Okay, well, so I'm going to go ahead and say lgtm pending Jenkins, because this PR is good. It's fine. Assuming it passes CI, I'll go ahead and merge it. This one's a bit bigger, heftier. No comments from DB or Felix. Normally give them a week, but let's jump into this one some more. So multiple column support in the string indexer. Okay, this is our file. Yeah, the time difference is 4 seconds. Okay, cool. So that's fine. That's good. So that comment is addressed. Yeah, this is now a data set. Okay. String indexer can encode multiple columns. The indices are 0 to... Okay. Sure, this looks reasonable. So changes of behavior. Okay. This looks reasonable. I like this. This is really the big file that we want to take a look at here. String indexer.scala. Has input columns, has output columns. Yeah. DB had that comment. It's been addressed. Oh, fuck. I clicked not about. I wanted to. I don't want to. Okay, sorry. So yeah, this validate and transform schema is the part which checks the types are reasonable. So we check that there's no duplicate output names. We check that the input columns all resolve. Okay. It is interesting that we have skip non-existent column, but it's meh. If the input columns are numeric, we cast them to string and index the string values. Yep. Set input columns, set output columns, count by value. Aggregator is a string index. Yes. There's a bunch of logic in there. This is the part where we... Alright, this is... Yeah. I like this logic. We talked about it last time. Before, it was handling the not a numbers after conversion to string, but I was a little worried about like negative infinity, positive infinity, and other things that are not a number, but might have different string representations, or we might change them. This looks... So the main thing that's happening here is inside this aggregator. And so we'll want to go look at that aggregator in some more detail. Wait, this is... Okay, yeah, so this is the count by value function. Okay. And this is fit, which is going to call count by value if it's frequency. So yeah, labels array, string. Get sorting function. Okay, yeah. So count by value, counts, count by value. We get this ascending false, ascending true, yep. And then if it's alphabet, we just use the built-in Spark sort function, and we do it for each column, which is why we persist the data set and unpersist it on the other side. I do want to check. Fuck, I hate it. I think I missed something in the previous review. So, there's some logic I'm going to go find. I think it's like als.scala persist. Is it als.scala where we do persist? Interesting. Partition ratings. Because it's just... I'm sorry. I missed this before. But I think I thought this was happening after a select. But if a user called fit with a data set, which they had manually persisted or cached, they might be surprised that we unpersisted for them. A common solution to this in the other ML algorithms is to check if the input is persisted. And then only unpersist at the end of the function. And then only unpersist if the input was not originally cached. Same as above. Damn it. I was really hoping this was going to be... I'm confused why we're calling copy values here. But this looks like it's old code. I just don't know why. Okay, yeah. That's, sorry, it's been too long. This is for copying some parameters around. Okay. Yeah. Labels array of ordered lists of labels corresponding. Yep. Looks reasonable. Old constructor, yeah. Yeah, makes sense to support the old constructor, I guess, in case someone's overridden it. Okay. I don't know if we want to keep this function. Because, like, there's, I don't know, maybe, I don't have strong feelings, but just something to think about, I guess. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I think DB's comment has been addressed. Yeah, that's rough. Oh yeah, we have a limitation on the number of parameters you can have inside of a single UDF. True. Okay, and transform has been rewritten. Let's read it. So transform schema, yeah. Input output columns. Output columns is an array. Filter data set. If we're skipping invalid, then we filter it. Otherwise, it's just the data set. For each output column, yeah. Filtered labels, get handle invalid, match. So we add underscore underscore unknown to the list of labels if we're keeping invalid. Yep. Then our indexer. And then we do an indexer on the data set input column as cast to a string type. Here is my question, and I'm not sure of the answer. So if we had to So the part that I'm wondering about is if we want how to handle not a numbers here. So should we do the special noun replacement logic to match the fit side here before cast, or is that not needed? Because on the fit side, there's something, if we go up here, right, so all of the nans are replaced with nulls. So yeah, anyways, yeah, it looks really, really close. The aggregator we've looked through before. I'm not gonna do that again because it's pretty reasonable. Okay. And the R stuff I don't. Yeah. String index are sweet. Yeah, we've looked through here as well. Oh well, wish I'd caught those sooner, but that's the joys of life. Thanks for working on this. Oh, let's check the Python ones.
Interesting. That's only change on the Python side. Okay. Let's see here. Files changed. Okay. Thanks for working on this. Let's do another. That's it. Thanks for continuing to work on this. Really appreciate it. Found a thing with the caching. I should probably think about. And on the Python side, it looks like the new functionality is not connected through yet. Unless I'm missing something. So let's, so if you could file a follow-up JIRA so we don't lose track of that, would be great. I am curious why the need to change the doc tests in the DT classification, I assume, in the DT classification one. So before I leave that comment, I want to go double check in the general discussion that we haven't talked about. That part. Python. Nope. Okay. Cool. Let's go take a look at the JIRA. Maybe it's got a follow-up JIRA to it already assigned. Oh, actually, okay, it already has a... okay. Once this is in, we should target to the same release. Okay, it's really close. Kind of thing we should probably think about on the caching side. Really close though. Really close though. I'm sorry it's taken so many back and forths. Assuming we get that all addressed, I'd love to try and merge this next week. So if anyone else has comments, now would be a good time. And that's just a way of saying like, hey, what's up? I did ask for a few changes here, but assuming that these changes are met, like I do plan to merge this code. And that's just to the other people who care about this, because we operate on a lazy consensus, which is, you know, if you don't say anything for a while, we're just like, well, the person probably doesn't care anymore. But it is after the holidays, so I want to remind people about this.
And these are the people who might have some comments about this that they'd want to make back and forth. Okay, cool. So submit review. That's pretty good, I think. Come on. Oh, great success. So this is probably going to be it for me today. We didn't look at any new PRs. We did just go through old PRs, which I'd already left comments on, to follow up and sort of close the review loop. I think it's super important. On Monday morning, I will do more code reviews. Hopefully, we'll be able to come back to this one and take a look at it. And hopefully, we'll have enough time to look at some new inbound PRs as well. So yeah, if you want to like, subscribe, or whatever it is, Monday morning I'll be doing a bi-weekly Apache Spark code review as well. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you have a lovely weekend. I'm going to switch to the talking screen. If anyone has any last-minute questions, now is the time to ask them. I don't see anything on Twitch or YouTube. Hopefully, I really hope that next week the chat system is fixed by Restream for real. That'd be really exciting, and we can start to do the chat overlays again and have a little more interaction. So have a lovely weekend, y'all.